do you think, ma'am, like talking about mindset, I also noticed that earlier there was a huge student activism because, if you look at history, right, more than policies, it's the people's movements that brought about these policies. It's not the legislature, right? So students were very active. They had unions. They would talk about issues. There would be uproar, like what happened in Nepal, right? It was youngsters who realized that it's not working. And did you have any experience in this space where you?
Yeah, when I was growing, I was in class 7, I think, way back in 1974. In Gujarat, Navnirman Andolan took place.
Right.
And it was students on the street everywhere.
Right.
They stood up against corruption, they stood up against administration, mismanagement and all. And students' movement was so very strong that the government had to resign.
Right. Right.
So it is like, the young need to start thinking of the country. Like every one of us want to be on a safe plane, we
Enjoy our life.
Our life, but we
Yeah.
don't want to take a stand for the country, or stand for like corruption, or
Yeah.
stand for mismanagement.
And everyone
all.
feels the others should do first. They feel
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nobody is doing, why should I do? Or kuch hoga hi nahi. It won't happen because they say there's no hope. But they are not starting. The change begins from one person.
See how Gandhiji said, the change that you want to see,
Yeah.
that has come through you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
be the change
That
that
you
you
want
want
to
to see.
Right,
So, like, we expect somebody to come and do. Who's going to do it?
True.
It is our country.
But how come now that whole, it's diluted, the activism? I don't see colleges, or universities or schools. I don't see that where there is space given to, think and operate. And why is that a lack of that? How did that get diluted?
See, earlier private universities were few. And it was mainly public university. So when I studied in Maharaja Sayaji Rao University, this election is a big thing there.
Yeah. Very big.
And that is a place where leadership grow.
True. True.
If they have to stand, if they have to speak, they have to know what the issues are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they go out, okay,
Yeah.
what is the issue in each department? And they bring it up. They want to help, they want to solve, and they turn leader,
Right.
right? With private universities are not encouraging student unions.
And ma'am, do you think now that we don't have these things happening and we see politics, right? I see there's so many educated people, they have ideas, they want to be in service, they want to make changes, and they understand the issues. But somewhere I feel they don't have a path to come into the mainstream. Should there be a curriculum or a criteria, a curriculum where actually people get trained to come into politics, or they can learn more about how to navigate, coming into politics?
Yeah, this is what I really strongly believe.
Yeah.
Because many of the ones who come into politics,
Yeah.
right, do not have idea as to what they are supposed to do, right?
Right.
Because you're making laws.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows that also, that when you become a politician, you're actually making laws. That's what
and
happens in the
policies
assembly, right?
and all, right?
Yeah.
And now, if you have no idea
Yeah.
what is the law that is needed for the society,
Yeah.
how it has to be implemented,
Yeah.
how that law will bring about change,
Yeah.
how are you going to do it?
True. And I think that genuinely politicians who are seasoned, who have seen the country, who've been in the field, who are good leaders, should actually take a stance and come up with a curriculum. It's about time where we train people to come into the mainstream, and not just, not just in any other way where only people who have resources, only people who have a background, but people also on merit should have a space to come into the mainstream.
Legal professionals have contributed a lot towards independence or towards making of constitution. And like I think of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, I was there in the court where he practiced.
Oh, nice.
And the big story there is that he had a telegram of his mother's death in his pocket when he argued the matter, because the matter was there for argument. And he got the telegram. He went, argued. And thereafter, when the client was asking question, he said, my mother has passed away and I would first want to go and finish the ritual. Then I'll let you know the details. Right? And another very interesting thing that I knew about that there is no will made by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, because he never had any property to will out to
Oh.
his children.
Right, right.
Right? That is a kind of leadership. We call him Iron Man, like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a kind of leadership. Like, we do think, yes, we need a lot of money and a lot of resources and all. But we also need a lot of people with commitment for the country to
Want to
come up for
contribute to the
the,
country.
to the, and somewhere we can have people who help the politicians to understand what their roles are. How do we go about making law? Like if you look at constitution, it took so many
Yeah.
hours, or you can say duration for the constitution was to be
Yes.
made.
Yes.
And they sat through without being paid.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right? That kind of dedication
Right.
for the country's well-being.